The impudence, the audacity, the unmitigated gall of those knuckleheads of liberty podcasters, daring to voice opinions outside the mainstream of accepted thought. Listen if you dare. It's angry, it's funny, it's even sometimes sad, but it's always based on freedom and justice, as you will see. Here's our host, Jason McPhee.
Thing on the show, but it turned out there was sort of a secondary scandal that happened that night, and it was all related to identity politics. And I don't know, to be fair to Chris Rock, whether he was just so jittered after the whole Will Smith thing that's what caused it. But apparently when he went to announce the award for best documentary, the guy who won, or at least the leader of the pack, I guess, of the guys who won, was this guy named Questlove, and he was a black guy. And so he announced his name for winning, and then he said, and Questlove and 4 other white guys, and the number wasn't even right. So it was actually 3 other guys, but also 2 of them were white and 1 of them was Indian, and apparently he was like one of the first people from his country ever to win that award too, and of that ethnicity. So he was very upset, this guy. Let me see, maybe we can get the image for this up there. Yeah, so here are the guys right there, and this guy right here is the guy that was very upset. His name is Joseph Patel, I think. That he was mislabeled as a white guy. So he was essentially tweeting that I believe that Chris Rock was an effing dick. So for doing that, but this is a crazy thing, is that aside from the fact that he mislabeled this guy, there was no concern at all in any of the press for the fact that all 3 of these guys were just marginalized completely as 3 white guys. So they're all up there to collect an Oscar. And, hey, can you imagine if, Chris Rock, especially Will Smith, won an award just after this? And what if they just said, some black guy won the award? And Will Smith comes up to get the award, right? I mean, this is just insane. This is a huge night for all 3 of these guys, and regardless of where they're from, the idea that they're just completely marginalized by their skin color is absolutely appalling. But then the fact that this one guy is super upset about being labeled white. Anyway, well, what do you guys think of it? I just think this story gets crazier and crazier.
Well, the guy should just take the mislabeling and claim his white privilege. Okay, Chris Rock called him white. He could claim his white privilege. I don't see what the big deal is. Quite frankly, on a serious note, I don't even know why we're calling this a scandal. Okay, Chris Rock is a comedian. Sometimes he says some very asinine things. Okay, but okay, so he did say an asinine thing by calling the guy, or the Asian guy, calling him white. But the fact of the matter is, these people were not on the stage because of their skin color. They were there supposedly because of their talent. That is what it's all about, their talent. And that is what we should be emphasizing. And that is what was emphasized in the presentation of the award for their documentary. But what is the big deal that somebody call you white and you're not white, somebody call you something else? People just call me Jamaican all the time. I'm not Jamaican. And as a matter of fact, I'm an American. People just call me Jamaican all the time. All right, well, if you want to go back to my origins, I'm from Trinidad. Well, am I going to spend my time getting upset over that kind of crap? Oh, come on. This is nonsense, I mean, the guy in that article you posted, he was talking about how both Chris and Will did something wrong that night. Here we get again of comparing words and violence. Okay, Chris was just talking some stupid words. Okay, fine. But he now putting those words and those violence at the same level that, Will Smith committed violence upon Chris. Chris supposedly committed some sort of violence against this guy by calling him white when he was really Asian. This is the identity politics of our times that is nothing but woke garbage.
Hey, Jamaica man, let's say we go talk some ganga after the show. I don't know. That's probably horrible, but Oh, well, best I could do in a pinch. That's yeah. I don't know what can I say. Um, I guess if you're just going to make race the number one priority and continually pound it into people's heads time after time after time, eventually, it's just going to be, messed up by comedians and other people. They're just going to screw it all up. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And if you live by racism, which the left does, they totally. I mean, there's a racist under every rock, and
Yes.
everybody's a racist.
Yes.
So if they're going to live by the sword of racism, they're going to die by it, and this kind of thing is going to happen again and again and again. And so I'm, you reap what you sow. That's my
Indeed.
final say.
Indeed.
It's a final say from two white guys and a black guy. That's what we'll call our show from now on. Two white guys and a black guy.
Two white guys and a black guy. Maybe
yeah.
we should no longer be the Knuckleheads of Liberty. We should now be two white guys and a black guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Well, that's it.
I said it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, the reverse Oreo cookie. There we go. that's
Maybe
what we are now.
hey, there's our name, the reverse Oreo cookie of Liberty. There we go.
There we go.
I think that's a good name. I like that as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. How did we think of that one? Oh,
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
we should change our name. The reverse Oreo cookie of Liberty. There we go.
Just remember, if you're watching or listening to us, look for that name as well next week, just in case you can't find us in our regular. There we go.
Thank you for listening to the Knuckleheads of Liberty podcast. Find us on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, your favorite podcast network, and at knuckleheadsofliberty.com.